Hi everybody, happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're having a lovely day. Just move out the way around there. There you go, that's better. Get that from out of her ear. Looks like she's covered by litter, doesn't it? I've got a Dakota with me, and as you can tell, I'm organised. I got Dakota with me, and she's all dressed in red for Valentine's Day. Red for love, isn't it? Colour of the heart. And she looks absolutely adorable in this. This is the outfit I got from the Tiny Angels Boutique, the pre-loved place. And she's wearing a white headband from eBay. And the little top, the long sleeve onesie with the Peter Pan collar, is part of the set that goes underneath. And then she's wearing some little socks that I trimmed with some cotton crochet lace, and I put a little, I just show this leggy that really shouldn't I not break her foot off. And a little bow on the side as well. You often see them with the bow on the front, but I like to put the bow on the side because then you can see it like that. And sometimes with the curve in the foot, if you put something too much on the front there, it just doesn't sit right. So I like to put the bows on the side mostly. I do put them on the front sometimes. I'm getting right back into it now. I think that when you've spent years, I had my shop for about, it was over 10 years, 11, let's see, 2007 until 2000 and what we are now, 20 this year. So say it's 2018, so it's about 11 years. And you can only sew so many baby dresses, can't you? And so many headbands, and so decorate so many socks. And then you don't want to make them for your own babies because it's something that you do every day. It's like your work. Well, it is your work, isn't it? But now, being away from it for a while, even going back, to not long ago, like last year or whatever, for example, I was still more keen to buy things than to make things, even though I do make things, but I was still more keen to buy things than to make things. I used to make dresses for my Alenka Madison, simply because she's quite narrow. And sometimes I could then adjust the pattern because basically even though she's quite big, and she wears 2 to 3 tops and 3 to 4 leggings because her legs are longer, but she's sort of out of proportion. So I would use a 2 to 3 or a 2-year-old-ish size pattern for the bodice of a dress, and then I would just make it a little bit longer or the length I wanted for her. That way, whereas when it comes to Narnia, she's 5 to 6 years, and she basically wears that size, 5 or 5 to 6 age tops and 5 to 6 year old leggings and an age 5 or so dress, so she's more in proportion. But then it's nice to make the dresses for the girls, isn't it? But I'm getting quite back into it now, and I've really been enjoying it. So like I say, I've got Dakota with me, and she looks really lovely. And I've added some little bits of nonsense. We've got some little, I just cut some die cut hearts this morning, and these, I love these are so sweet. These are, you know, the little love heart sweets, and I found a die that it's a very cheap one on eBay, and you can cut out the little love heart sweets with the little messages on. So you've got love, me and you, hot stuff. Well, those days are gone, aren't they? Be mine, hugs and kisses, love you, all the usual things. So I just thought I'd put a few of them around, as well as some little hearts. What's the yellow one? Say, oh, just love. I did have some yellow and orange ones up here just now, and I picked all the orange and yellow and blue off because I didn't like them. It didn't go with my theme, I didn't think. But that one strayed, so we'll leave him leave that one in rather. Leave him in, as he made an effort to stay there. But I really, really like this outfit on Dakota. She looks gorgeous. I spent the last few days quite chilling, quite mostly actually, because I'm building up for next week. But also I decided to, there was something with Dakota and something with Ethan where I was looking at them, and there was something, you know, with the painting, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But I didn't take them all apart, but I just took their heads off and I just brought their skin tones up a little bit, you know, enriched the colour a little bit. I just put a deeper skin tone on, you know, slightly darker skin tone, and I just did an umber wash first. So I did an umber wash and then did a few darker skin tones, and it was enough. That's all I needed. So basically they were done, but they just needed a little bit of something else. So I've done that this morning now, and both of them look a lot better. And also I brought both of them's eyebrows up a little bit. Just a little bit. I can see, looking at her, I just saw through the camera that the one on the left still isn't quite placed right, so I might have to go back in and alter that slightly. When you look when I was looking at her when she's on my desk, if you see this eyebrow there, you see the follow the brow bone around, and it's following it. And this one here, I had noticed on one of my videos it was coming slightly underneath, so I brought it up a bit, but it's still, it should start there. Can you see that? But that didn't show yesterday when her face is in front of me, but that's not a problem. I can alter that anytime. But she's looking sweet, isn't she? I can just take that eyebrow up a little bit. But there's Dakota, and I think she might be. I might add Rose to her middle name, even though Abby is Abby Rose. I don't see why they can't both have it as a second name. So I've been thinking this morning that I might add Rose to her name. I quite like second names, even though they don't always use them. You know, some of them I like to say the two names, like, you know, Ethan is Ethan, but Ethan Henry sounds nice, doesn't it? And Owen is Owen, but Owen Roy sounds nice. And when I talk about him normally, because I talk about them all by names, and then hubby, now there's so many of them, he gets confused. I'll just say now, you know, the smiley one you like, it's for her. Oh, right, that's okay then. Or the big one, which is Narnia. Or the other big one, that's Madison. We sort of get round them that way. Or else, you know, my favourite boy that's always in the room, Tristan. And then the others float around in the middle. Or the tiny one that's in the pram, that's Grace. So we sort of get around it that way a little bit. And sort of manoeuvre through. But when there was just a few of them, like 3... then it used to be different then, and he would remember the sizes as well. So we went shopping, and then I'd be looking at clothes and he'd be picking out things, because he doesn't mind shopping. He's he doesn't mind shopping. If I'm browsing something, he'll quite usually find things. Like yesterday it was him that found the bargains, because I was too busy looking through everything, whereas he wasn't really looking. He was just wandering, so he sort of was heading towards the 50% off and the 70% off signs, whereas I was having a general browse and working my way around the shop to see what I fancied. Yeah, so that's Dakota, and up next I think I'll bring, why I want to say Madison, I don't know, but I'm not bringing all the babies on today, because he didn't all have something suitable for the video. But Dakota's coming on, Scarlett's coming on, Abby and Jameson are coming on, and Seren. And then I think that'll be enough for everyone today, really, because it's going to be Valentines all over the place, which is lovely. Why not, isn't it? I hope you've had a lovely day. I hope your significant other has brought you something nice, or made a fuss, brought you coffee in bed, or whatever it is you like. We had a new mug each. There's only so much you can do in there. It's like every year you try and find these things, but we had cards and mugs. We bought each other a mug, so that was quite fun. I thought it was something different. I like different things, don't I? So that was fun. It was just off the cuff yesterday. We were looking at them, and I was like, I'll buy you that for Mother's Day. I'll buy you that for Valentine's Day. And I said, oh yeah, well I'll buy the one you like for you then. I thought, right, sorted. There you go. So yeah, so next up is Scarlett. And then, because of course it's themed Thursday and Friday as well, isn't it, silly me? It's not just Valentine's Day, because I just noticed that Grace is on the end of the bed, and I'm thinking, why is Grace on the end of the bed? And then I thought then, because it's not just Valentine's Day, is it? It's themed Thursday, which I haven't done yet, which is pink and white as well. So red, pink and white basically, isn't it? All love colours. And she's dressed in pink. So actually I might just grab her next while and put Dakota in the crib, and then that'll save me running back and forth to this craft room to get the others just yet, because they're sat in there waiting for their turn. So if I just get her off there you go. And you can sit in there with your brothers, with Ethan and, no not Ethan, Peanut and Ruben. We'll sleep in the end of the crib. And I was going to change Grace. She's got a little baby girl with a heart on the front. It says I love mummy or something like that. You've seen it in it before. And then I thought, I picked her up and I thought, oh, she looks so sweet in pink. She's so tiny. She's only 17 inches long. Look, there's my hand, look. And she's just little. So this is a tiny baby size baby grow. One from a pack of 5 for £12 from Georgia Asda, and the boys have got a pack of 5 that are stripy. And if you look in their sale, I don't know if they've still got them on the sale because things go quickly, but they did have both the packs in the sale for half price, something like £5 or £6, and just in the tiny baby size. I found that they still needed a wash, especially the boys, but then once they're washed and tumble dried, they do come up a reasonable size, as you can see with her. So, and then the hat is also from Georgia Asda. It's a premature baby hat, and that was in a pack of 2. I can't remember what colour the other one was offhand, but they were £2, I think, for the 2 hats. And then she's wearing the white scratch mittens I always buy. Actually, I think these are baby prem scratch mittens that she's got on, so I can't remember how much they are. But normally I get the 2 pairs for £1 from Georgia Asda. So there she is. So, and then she's got a little unicorn from Christmas that I absolutely love. It's the perfect size for her, isn't it? And so cute. And I'm off now. I'll go and get Scarlett, and I should be back in 2 secs. There she is, looking sweet, and she's wearing Scarlett's a perfect name for Valentine's Day, isn't it? I just thought of that, random thought. Scarlett today is wearing this sort of plummy pinky colour headband from eBay, where I get all my washerwoman headbands, and then this top that I've had for ages. Can't remember where I got that from actually. I think I got it online, Nutmeg, but I got that, I know definitely I bought that off eBay when Ruben was Alice May. I bought it for him because I thought it was quite unusual with the roses all over it. So I thought today I'd give it an airing because it's been in the bottom of the drawer for ages, and bring it on for Valentine's Day with a lovely they're not even red, they're sort of dark plum and mixed colours, and no, that's printed because it looks like it should be applique. They're embroidered, little embroidered things, and then on the side is a little embroidered bird, and he's singing, and his little song is little hearts coming out, little embroidered hearts. And then you've got a dark sort of what would you call that? I always want to say aubergine, but aubergine's more purpley sort of colour, isn't it? But it's like a dark plum or more of a burgundy sort of colour. They have so many different colours today, don't they? It's hard to explain. It's a winey. I would say wine. Yeah, looking at it now through the camera, I would say wine. And then the hearts reflect that. The roses reflect that because they've got the colour in them plus pink. And then you've got the little embroidery, really sweet. And then she's got a little hat on, and her leggings, which are quite loose in the legs. It makes them look like little pants, which I quite like actually. And they are 0 to 1 month size, and they're from H&M. And then the little socks she's got on, I think they're old ones from Next. I just grabbed them out of the drawer. They've got so much stuff in the drawer for the small girls that it's all jammed in there, and I couldn't find any socks. I was digging around, and the ones I did find were the wrong colours. Like purple or, you know, lilac or something I didn't want to wear. And then I came across those then, which I had for Ruben when I first had him. So they're a few years old, like 2.5 years old or something. And he used to wear, when he was a girl, he used to wear them all the time with his dresses and with his little outfits. So you know, they develop a bit of wear, but they're really cute. They're little tiny, but I am absolutely sure they come from Next, because he's done a few little ones from Next. Next socks in the first size are quite reasonable. They're not too big, there is another one on eBay called Steven Socks, and they're spelled STEVENSOXS, I think. And it's a company on eBay, and I used to buy all my socks from them when I used to make them to sell, when I used to decorate them to sell. And they do a 00 size, I think it is, and that's the size that I use when I trim them. I buy a few pairs and I trim them to match with the dresses. And I'll be getting a few more pairs of those soon, because I've quite enjoyed trimming them. It'd be nice to have some matching socks for the different sizes, wouldn't it? Because they'll do all the sizes then, up to the big girls if I wanted to. I'm very lax on buying socks. I tend to leave white or an off-white on all the babies really all the time, and then not change them. And I've got a few pairs of different colours, but I decided that I should buy more socks, and you know, when they have outfits, have matching socks. It would just be fun, wouldn't it? And just to make it look nice. So there's Scarlett in her little offering for today, for Valentine's Day. And of course, themed Thursday, but my mind's on Valentine's Day today. Why not, isn't it? There she is, his little Seren. A little star of the nursery. And I left her in this outfit that she had on the other day because I just thought it's so cute on her. And then it's perfect for Valentine's Day, isn't it? I mean, I could have changed her top, I suppose, and just left the leggings. But I really like this on her. So she's got, she's still wearing her little headband because I absolutely just love it. It's the cutest thing on her. Every time I turn around in the craft room, because she's sat up on the side in there on top of a cushion, and it's just, it makes me smile every time. And then she's got the black and white top on, white with black spots with the red bow. That's her little fairy that I've decided to name Tink, who likes showing you all her washing. Put your skirt down, you little hussy. There you go. And it's got a red bow on there. And then her red leggings and little red shoes that she's pinched off Abby. But they're always a little bit tight on Abby anyway, and they fit her a treat, so it works out for the best in the long run. Look, even my pram, look, over in the corner matches Valentine's Day. My little silver cross pram. That was my 50th birthday present, that was. Me and Mum went half each for it. It's absolutely gorgeous. It has actually got a twin hood, but I took the other hood off because otherwise I couldn't put the quilt and that over the top. So I like it like that. So I've got the hood stashed in my wardrobe. I can always put it on any time if I wanted to. And I bought a little bag as well, a little bag. I never managed to get the sunshade or the tray to go underneath though, the shopping tray. I wouldn't mind them sometimes because you can put little things underneath there, can't you? But there's Seren, looking adorable. She's had a little bit of a makeover this week as well, just a tiny touch. I was looking at her, oh, not the tripod then, sorry. And I just decided to, she needed matting slightly as well, so I did that. And I just took some of the orangey colour out of her lips and made them look a bit more, I don't know what to describe that colour. I'll just say natural for now, but more of a little bit darker tone, more natural tone to them. And then I put a little bit of the same colour on her cheeks. So she just had like cheeks there before, and then her lips were quite a sort of almost orangey colour, like more of a corally colour, unless of course the paint had faded over time. But as the years go on, you look back on things that you've painted and or Mum has painted or whatever, and it changes, doesn't it? You know, your abilities, and you look at things differently. And so I just matted her hands, matted her face, and then I changed the lips to a slightly more natural colour. And I got some glass cleaner on a cotton bud and cleaned her eyes. And then on the cheeks, I just got some of this colour, and I just put a little bit over the top, and I just brought it up a tiny bit because I decided I wanted to cut the face a bit, but I was too afraid to mess her too much because I didn't want to spoil it because she is so cute. So I just left it at that. But the matting feels nice, and but I'm useless at matting. And I will have to change her eyebrows because I just caught the ends of them. Look there, I was just looking there and I can see them in this light. So either I'll try and cut the tips off with tiny scissors, or I'll just change them. Probably change them be easier. Just glue some new ones back on. But she's looking really sweet. She's not really looking at you, is she? There you go. Look at the ladies. Everybody out there, look, saying hi to you. There you go. Oh, look, there's people there. And look at the teddy at the back. Look, he sat on top of the pillow and he looks like he's right between her ears. Oh, my goodness me. So, there she is, looking really sweet. I do like this outfit on her. I think I might change her top in a minute though, which sounds a bit strange now I videoed her. But now I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, oh, perhaps I should for the weekend. Perhaps I'll change her later or on the weekend or whatever. And we'll see. Right, so that's Seren. Doing a bit for my late theme Thursday and Valentine's Day combo experience that we've got going on. And now it'll be Abby and Jameson. Oh, look at these two. Don't they just look so sweet? Little Jameson is giving Abby his heart. Look, he said, there you are, my lovely, you can have my heart. Oh, it's fun, isn't it? My first thought when I picked up the white top with my first Valentine's on the front was to put it on Abby. And then I just went to, when I was dressing him earlier, and I thought to myself, what's the matter with me? I've made this dress with the roses on for Abby and thought that it would be perfect to leave on for Valentine's Day because it's got roses on there. I made this earlier on the week. I forget now, Sunday, something like that, Monday. And it's gorgeous cotton fabric. And then it's got pinky roses all over it and yellowy sort of creamy roses all over it. Yellow roses is my absolute favourite flower. And then down the front I've put some cream crocheted trim with some creamy ribbon down the front, and then a creamy bow that was in my stash. And it's just really pretty, isn't it? And I've left a vest underneath. I was going to put a little cardi on, but then I decided that it would spoil how the dress looks really, because she's got a nice little white sort of cropped cardi, a little bolero type cardi. And then she just got little socks on, and he's got his little boots on from eBay, China, cheap ones, and then his little pants. I still can't find his navy pants and his navy and white striped pants. They've got to be here somewhere. And there's probably another lot that's gone accidentally off to charity since I changed the back room to the craft room, because there's a few things gone missing in there, including Ruby. So there you go. So don't they look sweet? And of course he's got the top on that says my first Valentine's on the front. So I thought that would be really sweet. And then she's got a little heart that's got a little loved heart there, look, holding in hers. So I wonder if she's going to give that to Jameson. If she's a sensible girl, she'll get his heart off him first. So there we are. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope you enjoyed all the little roses and the little bits and pieces. Fun. It was fun this morning, just playing about and doing the die cuts and doing different things. Just yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it, and dressing the babies up and things. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you're single or your significant other hasn't bought you something nice for Valentine's Day, no flowers or whatever, don't take any notice. Just treat yourself to something nice. It saves sharing a box of chocolates, doesn't it? Or sharing roses, or sharing anything. Have it to yourself. Do yourself something nice for tea. And then if you have had something nice today and your significant other has made an effort, then I hope it's something really nice and you enjoyed it. So there you go. So bye for now. Take care, everybody. Lots of love. Bye.